that's on camera as well. It's not on. It was there yesterday. Okay, we are preparing here for the Jack Ferris finals. Just getting things set up. We'll be right with you in a moment.
Check. Check. All right, I'm Mike 2. And you're Mike 1, just like a bunch of Bobs in Canada.
Okay.
Mike 1, Mike 2, Mike 3.
Mike 3 is muted. That's Gary Sullivan. By request of the audience, he will not be allowed on the mic tonight.
I think he can still talk over us with us wearing the mics, though.
He will, and he'll try.
Oh.
Joe Longo has been banned from commentating.
Did you listen to that or no?
Well, I don't know if he's banned specifically, but he has been asked not to commentate tonight.
No, I think we just discussed like basically Muhammad's like nickname, and I think that's important.
It's a Phoenix. He is a Phoenix.
Well,
I spoke to Muhammad about his nickname.
He can't pick his own nickname.
No, he didn't pick it. It was chosen for him by virtue of how he plays.
All right, so clearly our conversation is still going to revolve around this.
Oh, he's called the Phoenix because a phoenix can never be killed. It always rises from the ashes, wings of fire. It's a mythical, and it's got red feathers, or they could be fire feathers. I don't know how you want to describe the Phoenix, but it just seemed very fitting, and it is I think it's a pretty cool nickname.
I heard some really good suggestions, actually, after
there were no
we
other
talked about it.
that were good.
I heard Zach the Ripper, which I thought was
awful.
pretty good.
That is awful.
I thought that was pretty good.
That is awful.
And the Red Rocket, which I actually think is pretty cool.
That's also terrible. So,
yeah, I think those are all high quality. That deserves like a PSA Twitter poll.
Well, I'm going to suggest they just stick to the Phoenix, and
you're biased, though.
I am biased because it's a good name.
All right, so before we get into this current match, which I want to talk a lot about Jack Ferris and Pegs here tonight, and obviously having Brett as an alumni of Western being in the finals is really awesome, but I think we do need to talk about the pro matches because we're not commentating later. So
that is true.
I just need some predictions, Brad.
Okay. Well, in the women's, I have to say,
could we have a Malik double champion?
We could have a Malik double championship. There's a possibility for that. I wouldn't be putting a considerable amount of money on it, just because of how Zachariah has been playing in the men's side. He's going to be very tough. But before I saw Curtis Malik play last night, I was giving Zachariah about a 70 to 75% chance of winning. But Curtis played so well last night that it's much more even and balanced in the odds than I would have thought.
I did talk to Curtis actually this afternoon, and he said that, yeah, he won the last time they played. It was 11-9 in the fifth, about 90-something minutes.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
He said he expects something similar, like he's expecting it to be very tough, and it kind of feels like they're both basically playing like a top 20 standard level, which is, I think we're really being treated to like something special tonight, and I really just want to see it go the distance to get our money's worth. Yeah, and I think there's going to be amazing squash. So
it will. And then on the women's side, Malif and Malik, I was very impressed how Malik was able to come back from 2-love down against Georgia Adderley. I actually think Georgia made some probably tactical mistakes at the end of that match. Maybe she got a bit tight, nerves, who knows what. But Tori took full advantage and just never gave up. Once she saw that opening, she came back strong.
Well, I almost thought that she did give up, and that's why she was able to just go for it.
Well, no,
That's what it looked
but
like.
after she got that, I think she
Yeah.
got that little taste, the nibble, then she just
But
ran with
sometimes
it.
when you think it's over, you can just play free flowing and just
Yep.
go for your shots, and they start to fire in. And I thought Georgia got timid and then
Yeah.
started to just like not really take the initiative.
No.
And I think that was kind of momentum totally shifted. And it's really hard to play someone who's playing with a lot of confidence
Hmm.
and is not afraid and fearless. So it
Yeah. Yep.
entertaining match, but
It
I
was.
was that was a big shift in that third game.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think Georgia just sort of let
So
Tori take
so
over.
who's your money on for the women's final
Well,
tonight?
in the women's, here's the thing. I actually really, really admire Malif's technique. I think she's got what I would call a classic British squash technique. I really like her backhand. Um, her backhand. Um, there's not a lot of deception in her game, but her technique is so good, and she can carve the ball on the court really well. My question would be on physicality. Physicality. She's had some tough matches to get here, and I don't know what she'll have left in the tank tonight. Now she's a pro. She's her world ranking would be, do you know offhand, 30 something?
Why would you put me on the spot like that?
That's I don't know, put myself in the spot. I guess I did. Um, so I'm gonna give
I know
the edge
Malif
there.
is the higher seed.
Yep.
She's the 3 seed, but I
Hmm.
guess Emily pulled out, so technically the 2 seed. I think I take her. I think she just is a little bit more consistent mentally
Hmm.
and physically, and but I'm hoping that's also a really good match. And
I think
obviously,
it will
I'm
be.
not. I don't have a favorite in the race. Like, there's no Canadians here, no Western player there, so I'm just hoping for a really good
Hmm.
match. I like the Maliks. I've known them a long time. Like, I would love to see them both win, and that would be such a cool story. But obviously, I would not be disappointed either, just to see Zachariah win like his biggest title to date,
Yeah.
and the start of
Maybe a little.
continuing
Yeah.
his upping
Yep.
in the ranks. So let's get to the Jack Fairs Open here. So maybe some of the people watching don't know that there's actually 3 PSA events going this season. So there was a 2 NASH Cup uh, uh, divisions, and then there is this Jack Fairs Open, which just started this year. So there's a satellite 3K event, and the matches were played at nearby clubs in Chatham and Sarnia for the first 3 rounds. And then yesterday the semis were here. So Brett won a really tight semis against another former Western player, Liam Marison. That was close 5 games. And Connor, I think he won straight games yesterday against Abbas from Quebec. So
Yeah, he did. Although the first game and a half or 2 games were really, really long and physical.
yeah, so I mean, Connor should have a little bit more left in the tank because he did only have the 1 match per day. I don't think he's lost a game in the tournament.
Hmm.
And also, Brett did play in the NASH Cup as a wild card, so he's had a lot of squash this week.
Yep.
So we'll see how his body's holding up. And sometimes playing a lot could be great. Sometimes it takes a bit out of you. So we'll see which way that goes.
I think Brett's going to struggle putting Connor away. Connor's movement this week has looked really solid. His fitness is fantastic.
Yeah, I know
And
they're both from Calgary.
yep.
They have played a number of times, so they probably have a very good feeling for each other's games. And I've been told by Jay Nash, the winner of this gets a wild card into the upcoming Vancouver tournament, the Richardson Wealth Men's PSA event, which is a copper. So I don't know if they actually know that yet, but I'm sure they'd both be thrilled for that opportunity.
So I've been told that the score in the feed is not updating. We're looking into that right now to figure out what to do there. Because we actually don't know the score in that match either.
Well, we can just go back and talk about the nicknames.
I asked Jeff, he said just to talk to you if you had a way to do it.
So, if on the topic of nicknames, I don't know if either of these guys have a nickname. I mean, I feel like if you went to Western, you probably leave with a nickname. So Brett probably has one. I just don't know.
Well, Connor does. Big Turk.
Big Turk.
Yep. The Big Turk. That's his nickname. Yeah.
So he was at the Pan Ams this summer. I was one of the coaches. So shout out Gene. I'm sure you're watching this. Yeah, that was a fun week, and Connor actually played some really good squash. Actually was pretty competent as well on the doubles court, and I think if was able to practice a little more on the singles, the softball doubles court, I think him and Salah would be a very dangerous team.
And by the way, before we move on any further, can we just say that Big Turk is one of the worst candy bars of all time?
I would
Have
totally
you ever
agree
had
with
it
that.
before? It's
Yeah,
disgusting.
yeah. I think that was our
It's
dad's favorite when we were
I
kids.
don't.
The worst.
It's
I
a
agree.
Turkish delight covered in a thin layer of chocolate. If anyone doesn't know, and it is disgusting. It shouldn't exist.
Well, we'll have to do some research between games and see what Brett's nickname was. But I think it'd be good before we get actually into the commentating of the squash, which is why we're here. But I think it'd be good to talk a little bit about Jack Ferris, who the tournament's named after. He was a coach for both of us when we were at Western. Coached at Western for how many
Oh,
decades?
I
Like
mean, from
56 or something
56 to
to
60 years around
yeah,
there.
like
Yeah.
he started around 56 or something, but uh, unbelievable human being, and yeah, his wife's here tonight, Peggy, and she's um, yeah, here to present the trophy to the winner and yeah, take part in the event. So I think it's a really good way to have more of the Western players and the Western alum and just Canadian up and coming PSA players get a chance to play at professionally, because in the NASH Cup now it's gotten so big. When I think I played in the first year, it was a 5K. Now the satellite event's 3K. So it's like this is almost the size of what the first NASH Cup was. Now the NASH Cup's like 25 plus, I think, for two draws.
Yep.
So
It's interesting thinking back to that first Nash Cup. We kind of thought it would be just a one-year experiment, run it once and never again. It would be a fun little thing, and the members really liked it. The players really seemed to enjoy it, and
well, I can tell you this week the players have been enjoying themselves,
yes, yes, they
and
have.
the members.
The members very much so. Well, I'm
So
wondering.
do you have any stories about Jack, Brad, that you remember?
Oh boy,
So he's quite a character for those that don't know.
yes.
Like he's in pretty much every Hall of Fame, Squash Canada, Squash Ontario, CSA. He's known for during his speeches during these Hall of Fame inductions that they shut the mic off because there's a time limit, and he just keeps
He
going.
would just keep
He
going.
doesn't. He'll
Yeah,
just talk louder.
yeah.
So he's yeah
I
one of
know.
the one of the best people to be in a long car trip with.
Yes, you'll
Going
never
to
be
the U.S.
bored.
schools.
I remember he told me about how when he retired, he had a retirement party and no one showed up, so he just came back to work the next day as if nothing happened.
And I remember the story where he had to get recertified for his driver's license, and he's always a joker, laughing at everything. And he was in the class with a lot of other seniors who had to do the same procedure. And the instructor asked, like, how do you know that you're getting into a city? Like, how do you know you're changing from like a town to a city? And Jack's answer was when you start hitting more people. And the driving instructor didn't care much for that one, but that was Jack. Like, I don't know if I ever saw
Yeah,
him once in a bad mood, not smiling, not laughing, not making
it
a
was
joke.
yeah.
So charismatic, and like, yeah, definitely one of my mentors, and really admired him and looked up to him. And he just, yeah, cared so much about his team and everyone, right? It wasn't even just if you're on his team. Like, he just was such a people person. So one of the legends in Canadian squash. And do you have a good peg story?
Well, Peg was what we called the team disciplinarian. She would come on those long trips with us to all of our matches in the U.S. and if you were in Peg's van, you behaved yourself. If you were in Jack's van, you get away with a little more, and he let
But
you
if you're
have
in
some fun
Peg's
with that.
fan, you also got some very good
Oh, she
sandwiches.
made some great food for the
Yeah.
trip. Yeah. Except one year where we stopped in Toronto, and somehow Jamie Nichols knew we were there, and he wasn't on the team anymore. He came in the van, took my sandwich that Peg made, and just left and said, "Bye, guys."
That doesn't sound like Jamie, Brad.
Yeah, no, not at all. Not at all.
But yeah, I mean, she was basically like they were like such a good team, and yeah, I just felt very fortunate that I was at Western while they were both still involved.
And I believe until recently, he's still a very high-level tennis player, winning some national titles in her age group.
Well, I'd say like Jack, he didn't start golfing till he was retired, and or like he was still maybe coaching squash, but retired from being a professor. And I remember he had a heart valve replacement, and I like you and I would golf with him pretty regularly. And I remember first time playing 9 holes post this operation, like we actually had the same score for 9 holes of golf, Brad, and that was like a half decent round.
Well,
I
remember
think it was like
too,
low 40s.
I remember too, he asked for the back nine if we didn't mind if he got himself a cart. And we said, Jack, of course. Well, we're amazed you're out golfing. He goes, yeah, I don't want to push myself too hard, guys. I'm playing tennis with Peggy after the round.
Yeah, so
Like, oh,
pretty
geez.
inspiring, super active, and yeah, yeah. Luckily, I mean, I think that's really what made the Western team really like. Obviously, London's a great place. The school is great, but it was Jack and Peg that really made the team, and that's why, we had this tournament. That's why we have one of the best varsity teams in North America and the world. That's why, like, a lot of the top players in Canada want to come to Western, and it's because of what they built, Brad. So I mean, that's why I was here. I assume that's probably had a big reason why you
Oh,
chose
yeah.
Western too.
Well, we are still running into issues with the score, um, not showing for some reason. So I'm just going to check
I
it
think we
here.
should just try to predict the score by body language only.
Okay. Well,
It must
um,
be late in the game. They're both
right
going for the
now,
towel.
right now it's 8-all in the first game, and it's been 10 minutes so far. So
Yeah, no one looks upset, so I
no
would
one,
have said it's pretty close.
no one seems set. I would say it actually looks like Connor's doing a little more work here in the rallies,
I
but
did hear that he may have had a beverage or two last night, so
oh well. I mean, I
I'm
think.
sure he was still on his best behavior. But you got to have a good time when you're in London.
Hmm.
The NASH Cup's such a fun week.
Well, I feel like with Turk genetics, that's really just fuel for him. Ooh, okay, 9-8.
Well, I know Connor last year was second at nationals. Brett was injured, so was not able to play. So it's kind of a good test to see exactly, where Brett would stand.
Well, we just were given a fun fact here. Mid-game, Brett's been known to eat a foot-long sub in between games of a match.
Not probably games he's won.
Apparently, games he's won.
Well,
That's.
they must not have been very strong opponents. And definitely not one of those U.S. What was that?
Not a Wegman
Not a
sub.
Wagner.
Definitely not a Wegman sub. No. All right. Well, it appears like it's 9-all now.
11 minutes in.
Yeah.
So, did you give me a guess for this match, Brad, or were we talking all about the
We
other
were talking
matches?
about everything but this
Okay,
match.
I think we should get to this match now.
We should. It's been a great match so far. I actually didn't have a very strong lean for it, uh, and I was giving. I was
Well, you
going to
said
give
Brett, didn't you? I thought you said
no, I was
Brett.
giving a slight edge to Connor, the Big Turk.
Huh.
A slight edge.
I feel like today's the day where all the matches are going to go 5. I don't know. Maybe that's wishful thinking, but I just think that you have the best players in the tournament. They're all coming through playing well. That there's not a huge difference in anyone, but that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping
Hmm.
squash wins and we get 3 great matches. But
Yeah, I'm actually happy that every match.
what
I agree. It
do we have
looks
a
like it
score
will
update here?
go. It's
Is it
10-9,
10-9,
first game
Connor?
ball.
Game ball.
Oh, it's a little
So
cheeky
I
serve.
think just because Brett did have a really hard match yesterday, also had a hard match against Tom Walsh in the Nash Cup. Like I'm going to give Connor, I think he'll be a little fresher, a slight edge, but
Nice shot.
a lot. This first game could really change my mind if somehow Brett finds a way to come back. It's a high pace. They know this is a big point.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not a good mistake at 10-9. Or at any score.
Or at any point, but hurts a little more right now. That is game. First game to Connor.
Well, I'd
Tosses
have
a
to say
racket.
that's probably the first match I've seen where it's both players are using on squash ball rackets in a long time. But 11-9 first game, 12 minutes.
Not bad. All right, we'll be back shortly.
And we're back. It's Mike 2.
Okay. Getting ready for game 2 here. So 11-9 first game. Very tight.
I know, though, Brett does have a flight to catch at 8. So is he worried now that if he wins this game and it goes 4 or 5, he would be late for his flight?
I don't think he's worried about that. Well, that was
that's
a
a
bold
statement.
move there, Cotton.
I don't know if it's just you don't expect your opponent to do that on the first point of a rally,
I usually don't.
or first point of the game.
And not that good.
Oh, there he goes.
Wow.
He's. I think he does. He's worried about checking his luggage.
Maybe it is. Maybe he's
He's got
checked
to
his
check
flight time.
bag. He's like, that's it.
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty nice when you can hit like 3 shots and win 2 points at this level.
Well, it is a good start for Brett.
He almost hit the back nick on that serve, Brad. That would have been quite the start. He is familiar with these courts, so he probably does have that knowledge of the metal backcourt nick. Okay, good start. He's kind of been in front of Connor a lot so far to start this game.
Yeah, he's really taken a dominant position
picking
in
the
the
pace up, and like obviously first couple of rallies just being more aggressive. You see Connor trying to just chip it around here, maybe. Let's see how he plays this. Definitely come in with a bit more intensity, that's for sure. So if you could only pick one thing, Brad, when you're watching these guys play, like obviously they're amazing, and we would barely get any points against them at this point in our careers. But
it's pretty bold to call my squash playing a career, but go on.
So what would you say if you could only pick one thing that separates these guys to what we'll see with Zachariah and Malik later on?
Uh,
One thing only.
it'd be
What would
really
it be?
tough to boil that down to one
Well,
thing.
that's why
It's
I asked
yeah,
the question. That's why you're on the hot seat.
yeah. I would just say it's almost an impossible question because it's so many little things.
Well, that's why. You got to pick one. What is it?
I don't think I can.
Wait, you you have to. That's the whole thing. You have to pick one.
Oh, you're putting these constraints on me here, and I think it's impossible. Ooh, nice little shot. Oh, what would your one thing be?
I think if I had to pick one, I think just when I watch Sakurai, I feel like the core coverage is like
Mm-hmm.
not that these guys aren't super fast, but he actually can't be put away.
Yep.
And obviously, like part of it, like for Curtis, like he's a good mover as well, but he's just not going to expose an area somewhere where he can't get back in position. So I just think the ability to always give yourself time to get back in position, and they read the game so well that they get almost every single shot.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't even hit a perfect shot and win the rally. Like you can hit a perfect shot, and now you're actually under pressure because of how good the retrieving and their next shots are.
Well, I thought you might
Um,
have said the length, the quality of length.
yeah, I mean that would probably be my number two, but I do think that l- yeah, I do think that like that just pure speed and the core coverage is like I think the biggest thing. Like that's so consistent. Even though we saw Zachariah all his matches, and played at different standards throughout every match. But the one thing that was consistent is that it was very hard to win a rally because
Mm-hmm.
he could get away with some silly little cross-court shots when he's out of position, but he still got the next ball back almost every single time. So I think just that ability is the one thing that's I would say. But yeah, like you said, obviously it's more than one thing. But it's interesting to see if it was like one thing, what would it be?
Yeah, I guess for me, if I had to choose, it'd be quality of length, just the pace of it, not just tightness, but pace, and where it bounces and the height off the
Well,
wall
actually,
and
what
when
I
they do
really
it.
appreciate about Zachariah is like he doesn't even play consistent like he'll use tons of lifts,
Mm-hmm.
right? He'll volley lob a lot. He lifts the ball really well. So he's always finding a way to give himself time to get back in position and varies the pace so well. And I mean, these are two of the best players in Canada,
Yep.
right? Like Connor's second at nationals, and Brett, like obviously right now, like looking like he's very comparable in standard. Um, so yeah,
This game is running away from Connor, 8-2,
well, yeah, Brett just came out with some
now
crazy
9.
intensity, and then I
Yeah.
think he got ahead so far that Connor is probably thinking like, is it worth it? Like when you get down 5 6 points, I don't know. But I don't know. I'm not one for giving up a game easily when you're down because I just think you want to get a little momentum for the next one. So we'll see what he does here at the end of this second game. Even if
Yeah.
you can't win it, 9-3 down,
Well,
I think.
if Connor does feel he physically is stronger, he would want to extend out the end of this game. Oh well, I just still left there. I thought it might be a stroke. He would want to extend it out and try and put a little bit of work into Brett's legs, but
Brett's definitely picked up the pace though. He's noticeably hitting the
he
ball with a
has.
lot more pace and going for a lot more.
Although I have to say, out of both of them, Brett doesn't look really tired in the least.
Oh
Oh,
no,
that didn't look good.
I
Uh,
didn't even think he hit him.
I didn't see him get hit.
Always got to worry about that one. We'll need to see the slow mo.
It might be a muscle cramp.
I
I
don't know.
don't
He
know.
didn't look like there was much contact there. So
Well, that's not good. Hopefully he's okay here.
well, I'd say the
Walking it
good
off.
news so far is that at least he's walking without any limp.
Yep. No, it's not Achilles. This would be where it'd be good to have instant replay ability.
Can you just go to and watch our stream, Brad, and like replay it?
Yes, I totally could do that.
Oh. Well, I hope he's obviously okay. Can watch it on mute though. All right, we're going back to the replay, but we can share the replay. But he seems to be okay because he's going back in. But near the, I mean, considering he's down 9-3 here, I don't know if he's going to push it for this game. So we'll see what happened here. I'm just watching my brother's phone. That's our.
Not the most fine-tuned replayability on a phone.
Oh, he did step on his shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he stepped
And
on
it
his
looks
shoe.
like
So
he
I think
might
it
have got
may
his
be a
ankle.
slight tweak in the ankle, which
Yeah.
is better than maybe it could have been. But yeah, hard to see that with the naked eye.
Well, 11-4. 1-1 in games.
Yeah. Obviously, the main thing now is you're just hoping that not too bad of a tweak.
Yeah. Yeah, he hopefully is okay. But it was only 8 minutes that game, so not what Connor probably wanted to see happen, but Brett will be happy with that, his performance, at least in the first 2/3.
Yeah, he came out strong, and hopefully Connor can bounce back and be healthy this start of this third. We'll find out quickly.
We'll be back shortly.
All right, 1-1. I think first couple rallies here are going to be pretty important just to see if Connor is 100%. Because obviously it's not going to go his way if he can't move, right? So, well, I think he needs to get Brett to the back of the court. Brett was like stepping up, volleying him the ball harder. So, does Connor try to reply with a bit more pace as well, or does he just like keep a medium pace and try to keep it tight? So Brett has to kind of force it. Doesn't have the time and space to really hit it hard, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like I don't know if that really applies pressure. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. I saw Connor doing a bit of a stretch there, so maybe he's still a little concerned about his ankle, but yeah, he's going short like very consistently and with pretty good accuracy actually. So, but noticeably he's just hitting harder. Like definitely picked the pace up here. I don't know. He seems to be dictating what's happening at every rally, and Connor's going to have to change that. Oh, good get. Oh, what a get. Oh, no. What a get. Wow. Yeah, those all look good. That was Zachariah's speed, Brad. And Connor's looking a little flat here. I don't know. 5-0. Wow. This is not a good start. So I guess if Brett wins this, we got to come up with a nickname for him, Brad. Yeah, just controlling the start to finish of a lot of these rallies right here. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. He's just playing defense right now. Yeah, it's not looking too promising. Gene, you better get on the text messaging right here. I don't know. That's a question for them. I don't know. Possibly. I didn't hear him call him that at Pan Am's, but he does do a great Terminator impression. So, but right now, like I'd say Brett's the one who's playing like the Dominator. So I don't know. Maybe that's got to be his new nickname, Brad. If he plays like this the rest of this match. Yeah, I always thought he was light on his feet, and I've never actually seen him play this assertive, this aggressive. And I think that was a contact warning for hitting the ball there. I'm not sure a contact stroke, but I mean, this game is probably gone right now, so Connor needs to just. It's not the ref that's holding him back in this match. I think contact stroked. Yeah. Maybe if you're angry and you want to hit it hard in the front wall, not the side wall. No. Yeah. Well, match has totally changed. And like very quick games too. Like first game was very long, 14 minutes, then 8 and 5 minutes. So this could be over in a flash, unless Gene, you get on the phone there. I'd like to hear what Gene would even tell Connor to do. I actually think Connor needs to pick up the pace. I think because then I think Brett won't be able to play as much pace, and he needs to try to do what Brett's doing to him. All right. So, any hope, any life here for Connor? What do you think? I really think he has to pick up the pace and take the game to Brett. He's right now just waiting and just getting the ball back, right? Like even that shot's too loose and Brett's attacking, right? So Connor's, I think. Well, maybe playing in the actual NASH Cup and like getting that hard match and playing like one of the world class player in the that helped him in this tournament, right? So um, just the pace, the movement, the precision, and being used to that, and now all of a sudden like he feels like he's not under that much pressure. So comparatively, but I mean, the good news is Connor looks like he's moving fine, so I don't think the ankle's an issue at the moment. It might be a little sore tomorrow, but he needs to just start turning his game around and picking up the pace. There's some energy, at least, for sure. He's been taking the initiative a lot more in this point. But I do have to like give actually a shout out to Brett. I think he's actually possibly the best sportsmanship of any athlete I think I've ever seen. Like, yeah, yeah, yeah. He's like he's like the fairest player. Like if you've seen him play or played against him, like I don't think anyone would disagree with that. I don't know if he was like that as a junior, but super fair player. Said no one ever. Okay, that was a big point. Yep. Do we got a score update there, Brad? No, just me. Oh, that's a tough error. No.
Okay, mic check. All right, we had
And
some
he's back.
technical difficulties now. And scores should be showing in the live feed now as well, by the way. A bit maybe late for this match, but we'll see. But this is a much better start from Connor.
Yeah, some energy here
Yeah,
too.
2-all now.
Was wondering if he was gonna, fizzle out and go down 3-1, or if he was gonna make a fight. And if you're a great player, you have to have a response.
Some mistakes here from Brett.
Yeah, I mean, I think Connor's pace is a little higher, right? And
Mm-hmm.
that was good, decent width, and I think that's why he just barely missed that. Yeah, you see Connor's picking up the pace a little. I think he's in this game though.
Mm-hmm.
It looks a little bit more intense and competitive at the moment. Oh, what a
Great
shot!
shot. He got
Good
it.
get.
Fantastic get.
But Zachariah would have got that. It's crazy. And
Probably
Connor's
would
so
have.
fast. Brad
Yeah.
is so fast. They're way faster than we ever were, Brad. That's why I said speed. I still think that's like the most important trait in squash. That if you don't have it, you got no chance. And by the way, I need to get your picks in some of the amateur draws after the Nash Cup finals tonight. I don't know if those will still be
Okay.
broadcasted, but there may be some bonus matches at the end of the Nash Cup finals.
Hmm.
So
All
we
right.
got in our A finals, we got Scott Mikulachki. He's
Mm-hmm.
in the finals playing against Jagrup Bangu from Western. So I don't know if you have a favorite in that one, Brad.
You know, I'm not sure I do in that match, actually. Um, Scott had a good win today. He took out Calvin Ho, who was the second seed.
Pretty tough to have two matches in
Yeah,
one,
two
two
matches
hard
in one
matches
day.
in one day.
Especially Scott being the older player. You know, he's 56, 57. And
He's
Jagrup
55,
is
though.
55. Well,
Yeah.
I was in the area. And Jagrup is all of what, 20? 21?
Well, he's a Western student,
He's a
so
Western student. So you
yeah.
might have to
And he
give an
won in
edge.
three.
Yeah, you might have to give an edge to Jagrup there, just in terms of the age gap.
Well, I feel like Connor's actually moving better this game.
He is.
I don't know if it's just trusting his movement or he just knows he needs to just improve his level.
Yeah, he's playing. His length has improved. He's picked the pace up a little.
He's still under a lot of pressure
He
at this
is.
point, though.
Yes.
It's a hard rally, and Brett is totally controlling it. I think if Connor can find
Mm-hmm.
a way to win this
Oh,
one, it
look at
would
that
really
movement,
go a
though.
long ways. But oh,
Brett had
that
that
was
point, but that was some
Connor
tired.
was
That was some tired
by the
movement
end
there
of
from
that.
Connor. Yeah, a
Do
much
we
needed
have a
towel
score
break.
update there yet? Oh, it's showing on the
It
screen
should be
now.
on the
So
screen now.
4-4. I saw a couple of tired movements there by the end for Connor, so
Yeah.
I think that was a fortunate tin by Brett. Unfortunate for Brett, but
Yes. Ooh, bad
oh,
mistake.
that is very poor
Now
decision in
you
my
see the
choice
previous
because
rally.
if
You're in
you noticed
control.
a couple of heavy movements there
Yeah.
by Connor, that rally need to be
That's
much more
exactly what I was going
difficult.
to say. You just saw your opponent have some heavy movements, looking a little tired and winded, and now
Yeah,
you've
now look,
lost
3
two.
points.
Yeah, you
That
lost a
like
big
a silly
rally.
tin, and then
Yep.
another silly tin, and then that's obviously a
Yeah, that was
forced
a good
error. But
squeeze. That was a
yeah,
forced error. Yeah.
but it's 3 points when it should have been like at least two of those for Brett, maybe.
Hmm. And he put no work into Connor's legs in those points.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
The
it's
last two
also the
points.
work into the mind, Brett. It's like seeing if he's willing to actually push himself as hard as he needs to.
Well, you can't. I actually have a feeling that, personally for myself, I can't be beaten on the mental game because I'm just a dumb player. What are you going to do?
I thought you were called squash bot. And
Exactly.
bots are smart.
Exactly. There's no intelligence there. A squash bot. There's no intelligence to that game.
So you're not squash AI?
If I am, I'm one of the really poor versions, not a chat GPT, a squash GPT for sure.
Well, the thing I do like about this match, though, is very few decisions.
Hmm.
Brett's giving him some gifts here. He's giving him
Yes.
some life. And if this goes 5, you have to think just Connor is a little bit more experienced.
Yep.
That I would favor Connor if he can find a way to win this game. And I
He's
think
up
he knows
7-5
it.
right now.
I don't think he should be. That's just a little bit of poor management, I think, by the end of this middle of this game.
Well, Brett could be feeling this as well. I mean, these mistakes may not be mental so much as a combination of that and physicality. Maybe he's getting a little tired.
Well, if he's getting tired, he ain't breathing hard, and I have no
That's
idea
true.
what happened there. They just played the ball, so I don't know.
I didn't see anything wrong. No one stopped there.
I have no idea what
The
happened.
ref stopped that one. Yeah.
I
Did they
don't
call a
know
ball
what happened.
down? They may have just called a ball down for some
I
reason.
don't know.
Or
So
a
that's
double
the
hit.
confusing one because we can't actually hear the refs down here, so no idea what happened. But I told you, Brad is the fairest player. That I
Yep.
guarantee he will tell the ref if it was good, they will play let. Because Brad is
Yeah.
I already said he's the fairest player, so
I think Brett's just saying to the refs, I didn't see anything.
I don't even know what they were talking
Yeah.
about.
That's bizarre.
The fact we have no idea what they're even
Yeah.
discussing means that
We've said before this week, well, they gave a point to Brett. I'm not sure why, but we said earlier this week that it's not ideal to be reffing up where the refs are up above. It's not the best view. I don't like
yeah.
it
But
up
if they
there.
were down here with us, I don't know if they want to be around a bunch of.
Well, no, they would get heckled if they were down here for sure. I mean, being a ref is thankless, and it doesn't matter if you make all the right
Oh,
calls. The crowd will find a way to argue them. Well, that's a tough mistake there to go tied. Connor was looking like he might get this game, and I mean, he still can, but 7-all now.
yeah, I'm really curious what that call was about. Oh, that was right to his racket.
Now Brett's picked up the pace a
Well,
little.
also, I just think Brett having to pick up pace up
Oh, that was
takes a lot
lucky.
out of him, too.
That was fine.
Yeah,
That was just
nothing wrong with that one.
that was frame.
Yeah, you would know. You're the frame
I
specialist.
am, yeah, yeah. And my frames are also mostly winners, or they go on the floor. Actually, I've gotten very good, not just relying on the frame winners. I sometimes hit the ball off my head. Sometimes.
Well, I don't know if that's a strategy that I would
No?
recommend for the juniors, Brad.
Is that not a legal shot? Because I did it at doubles nationals and everyone had a good laugh. Twice.
I'm well aware. I was your partner.
Probably. Yeah, I was gonna
That
say
was
that's probably gonna be
pretty
a lot.
loose, though.
Yeah,
That was
I
pretty
think he
loose.
should have played it.
Could have played it. We didn't have the best angle being on
No.
the right side of the court back here, but
But
very loose down the middle shot.
yep.
So. Oh, thank you. That's what we get for saying something nice about Derek, Brad. He brings us beer between games.
Well, what's funny is what I said about him that was nice. My mic was not working at the time, so it wasn't even broadcast. And I'll never say something nice about Derek again.
Well, you don't need to anymore. You got your beer.
I got my beer now. I'm good. Yeah.
But the joke's is on you because it's actually all on your tab. So.
It probably is. Yeah. Oh, and he's bringing us a giant bag of one of those ketchup chips. Very nice.
Well, I think this, goes without saying, but this is a huge rally. 9-7 for Brett.
9-7. Yep.
Connor has to win this, I would think. I think if he finds a way, he still has a good chance. I think
Oh,
he
that's
needs
a
to
weak
play
let.
that. That was a loose cross court.
Yeah, it was, and he should have gone and played that ball.
He should have tried to play that ball. I don't know
Yeah.
if he could have because that
Yeah.
was a loose shot, and Brett hit a good depth on his
And
drive.
I believe they're going to give a no let.
Yeah, I'd be upset too, but I
Yeah.
would also know in the back of my head that
Yeah, you should have tried
that
to
was
play
a
it.
cheap let.
Yep.
So.
He hit a loose cross court to give him that position. Well, 10-7, first match ball, championship ball.
Well, I got to say, very impressed though with how Brett just picked up the intensity, just
Great shot.
so clinical.
Yeah.
And
He really turned it around. That was a great display of squash from Brett. And I'm
and
glad
I think
Connor
I
was
think
able to
fitting
pick it
to
up.
see the first Jack Bears Open go to a Western alumni. So congratulations to Brett. His brother's actually now at Western as well, Tyson. So
I think I see a tear in his brother Tyson's eye right there.
So that's got to be pretty cool. Get your name. You're the first one on the Jack Bears Open trophy. That's pretty cool.
And maybe it just says the last name, and Tyson can claim that that was him at some point.
Oh, he's just got to train and then win it next year, Brad.
Yeah, maybe we'll see a brother finals. It won't be a Hannabury brothers, that's for sure.
Well, yeah.
Those days are gone.
Okay, so I think we got a little bit of time until the women's final of the NASH Cup is at 6 o'clock. So 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
I don't know
right.
who's commentating,
and
but
you will not be commentating again. So this is the last. You have to mute and ignore us, and you can actually listen to some good commentary later. Over and out.
I think it's the green. Yeah, but I think there's a light. Okay, I think I'm good. Okay. Test, test. Uh, here. I don't know if it gets any bigger actually. It's kind of small, but not ideal, but whatever. Yeah, yeah, it'll have to do exactly. No. Yeah, I think your mic is on. Yeah. Uh. Oh no. Take it off for 2 seconds. So this bottom part here should be pushed to the right side. Is yours pushed to the right side? No, you see this the switch here? Yeah, yeah. There you go. So now it's on. Yeah. Now you're good. Okay, great. Okay, welcome everybody. Our women's NASH Cup final. Katie Malif versus Tori Malik. Just in the warm-up stages. Oh, do you? Look at that. Perfect. Yeah, very young lady. I want to say that Katie Malif is the younger player, but I could be wrong by saying that. Is Tori only 20? Okay. Very interesting. I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Similar age gaps here. Yeah. Interesting. Mhm. Oh yeah, yeah. Right. Oh yeah, yeah. Which was a great match too, by the way. Oh, great comeback. I think she was down a couple match balls as well, wasn't she? Yeah. So very impressive stuff from her, and her brother is also in the finals too. So it's quite the squash family. Hey, yeah, they certainly know what they're doing down there. Oh, I certainly haven't seen it here at least. So yeah, it's pretty cool to see. Hey, what's going on? Good. Do you want me to move over one here? Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh, totally. And just based on what we've seen throughout the tournament, there's been plenty of upsets. So by no means is this a one-sided match.
right now. Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anything can happen. Yeah. Should be a good match. Looking forward to this one. Might squeeze over one here. Okay. And we'll get the first serve underway shortly. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, here. Yeah. Oh, oh. What was the call there? Was that a lead ball? Okay, interesting. Bit of a fluke to start the game off. Yeah. Katie just starting off hitting some tight lines right out of the gate, which is always good to see. That's a good shot. She's been playing very well throughout the tournament as well. She had a good win against the American Stefanoni earlier on. One of the mics. It looks like your mic isn't working for some reason. Yeah. You're just looking.
Check, check.
Technical difficulties at the moment. Sorry about that. Few good punishing, attacking shots from Tori there.
Yeah. Tori's come out strong.
Yeah, she's come out very strong.
Yeah.
That's a good shot. I don't know if she's going to get that call.
Nice,
Oh, wow.
nice drop. Nice drop. That was the drop to
She
the
almost had a stroke if she just left it there.
What?
Yeah, I think we're all good on the mics now. Oh wow, that's a very good kill.
Good shot. That was a good kill shot from Tori. Good kill shot.
Very nice. To take a 5-2 lead in this first
Yeah.
game here. I don't know if this was all if this is all going as expected so far. Keeping it interesting.
Well, as I said, they're pretty closely ranked.
Yeah, that's right. And the levels of play would be very similar.
Yeah.
A couple stroke opportunities here so far, which the players don't seem to want to be taking. That's a good shot there.
Good. Tori played a very good cross court off.
Very nice.
A reasonable drop, but.
She's very assertive when she's controlling the middle.
She is, yes.
She's very good around the middle on the volley.
Yeah, powerful.
Attacking
powerful
into
shot.
the front. Yeah. Stroke there. Put her within 3.
Yep. 6-4. Yeah. Oh, that was a good length.
Very good.
Yeah, good length.
Too tight.
That's what Katie was doing yesterday in the semi-final really well. Her length was extremely good to the corners and made it difficult to get out. She
Oh,
hasn't
was
been
it?
doing it as well tonight so
Yeah.
far.
No, totally. Great width on those drives there
Yeah.
too. Really applying the pressure to Malik.
Oh, Tori made a mistake, error.
Yeah. A little bit of an
Yep,
unforced
yep, a
there,
little
but
bit back and forth into the tin.
mental error.
Yeah, I think so.
On to the
It
next.
was a very long rally.
Yeah, indeed.
So it's tied up now 6-6.
Oh, is it 6-all? Okay. Close first game here.
Yes,
Yeah.
no let.
Can't give Malif that much time in the front. She's got very good hands,
Yep,
so
yep.
on feeds like that, that'll tend to happen quite a bit.
Yep. Oh,
It's a great
oh,
shot.
that was a great cross court. Great cross court.
Very
Nice
nice.
power. Accurate
Yeah.
from Malik.
I think one of the best parts of her game is the low kill shots that she loves to hit,
I agree.
right?
Yes.
Straight and
Yeah.
cross court, but she's
Absolutely. Yeah.
very powerful,
Yeah.
very powerful lady. So
Yeah.
I'm sure most of her opponents would say the same, but that could be something that some of them would struggle with.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a poor return from Katie. You know,
Yeah,
making
just kind of a mindless shot there,
off
but
the return of serve, making error.
going for too much.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Good deception
good
by
boast, great
Malik.
boast.
Great deception by Malik there. Yep. Sorry. Yep. Tori's definitely playing the better of the two currently.
Oh yeah, no, totally. Oh, and I think that should be a stroke. They gave that
Just a
let ball. Questionable decision, in my opinion, but
Yeah, mine too. It was very similar to one before, actually, and the
totally.
yeah,
Yeah.
a stroke was given for that.
Yeah, exactly. And those calls, it can't be easy, especially at this part of the game, right
Yeah,
at the
correct.
bitter end.
Good shot. Nice drop. Nice drop.
Ton of power off those shots from Malik there. Oh, was that a reverse? Goes for the reverse, and now there's question marks.
I was down.
People are saying it was down. The crowd thinking it's down as well. The ref apparently doesn't.
Nope. No.
I don't know what they're going to do here. They're going to play a let ball on that.
I'm sure that
I
did.
think they're playing a let on the point there.
Did they play? Are they playing let? Yeah,
I think they're playing a let, yeah. So the ref was obviously
think
unsure of.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think that's fully fair too. It was hard to see. Happened very quickly.
It did. Tori's tall and she volleys well.
She's very tall. Yeah. Super dominant around the middle.
Yeah.
So I think one of the key contributors if she wants to win is to control the middle as much as she can.
Absolutely, yeah.
And you go from there. It's a great shot from Malif though.
Yeah.
The English hands, very
English
very
hands.
nice to watch.
That's right. We've got two lot of English hands here.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. This is. I'm sure they both know each other's games very well.
We probably do, yes.
Oh,
Well, that was a winner of a
yeah.
serve. You don't
At
see
9
that
all
very
too.
often.
It's
Yep.
bold, very risky, but I like it.
Yeah,
Game ball from Malik.
yeah.
Wow, and the
Yes.
kill is too
Game to
good.
Malik.
That's where the
Game to Malik.
That's where the power
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
into play, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah. I mean,
Okay.
Malik just has more power, and
Totally.
she's
Yep.
overcoming Katie on a
Yeah,
few.
exactly.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna end up seeing Katie try and use the height a lot more. I think we're gonna try to. I think she's gonna try and move Malik around as much as possible and
Yes.
kind of keep her out of her optimal
That's,
position, which is in the middle of the
It
court,
is,
right?
absolutely, yeah. She
So
likes
like
to
really
dominate.
digging in these back corners,
Yes.
getting the ball
And-
deep,
and,
wide,
she,
good
she,
width.
she wasn't doing that as well tonight as I saw her yesterday.
Yeah.
Mind you, she was under more power today, and so
Right.
that makes a difference too.
No, totally. Alrighty.
Well, of course, these, as it were, kids, because they're in their early 20s, they've
Yeah.
got a good chance for playing for England in the
No,
Olympics.
totally.
Yep.
Right. Oh, yeah. And
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
Squash is now part of the Olympics in
Ex-
LA
Exactly right.
2028.
Yes, it
if
is.
I'm not
Yep.
mistaken.
And we know some things to date, that they're definitely going to be 32 women and 32 men.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
But we don't know
Interesting.
how many people from each country.
From each country, right?
Because the National Olympic Committee has to decide.
Gotcha.
And there will only be a limit. It might be two. So, for
Okay.
example, Egypt, of course, dominates squash, as you know.
Yeah.
But there might only be allowed, two, maybe three Egyptians allowed.
Right,
And
okay,
then
I see.
there have to be, the qualifying for others. Because,
Yeah.
And it has to be fair. So
Totally.
I
Yeah. You
think
got to
that-
get all the countries
Yes.
involved,
So I
right?
think
Or
they're
try
going
to your best
I think
ability.
they're going to try and do it on regional, like the Pan American Games,
Yeah,
the Asian
yeah.
Games,
Oh, okay, I
the
see.
Continental Games,
And pick out the best
pick
players
up
out of that.
and have a certain number, from each of them to make it fair, and
Right.
so that you can have the world represented.
Oh, totally. But
it's quite-
very,
it's quite
very exciting
exciting.
news for the
For
sport.
squash,
I mean,
yes.
hopefully,
Really good
hopefully
for
after
the
this,
sport.
it just grows.
Yes,
it just grows
absolutely.
bigger and
Yeah.
bigger. But
And back again on court. So,
so yeah, exciting stuff.
Same stuff. Oh. Actually, didn't think she got that one anyway. So
Yeah, that was a
yeah.
sketchy pickup to me as well. But apparently, all
Anyway,
was fine.
but
So
anyway-
we'll go on to the next.
Anyway, Tori got it anyway. So
Yeah.
that was a good get.
Yeah, she's
That was a good
really,
shot from Tori.
really
Yeah,
hammering
you
those
see?
straight backhand
Straight back,
kills.
yeah.
She's hit quite a few of
Yeah,
those, and they're working in her
he-
favor. So
Tori
I mean,
in the middle of the court.
Oh,
Just
totally.
able to boast it and
taking the space,
Yeah,
yeah, hitting
absolutely.
it tight and low.
Yep.
Doesn't get better.
Doesn't know it. Now that was a good.
Malif with the soft hands there.
Yep.
Beautiful drop shot.
Yep. Gosh, she nearly.
Wow, she's really loving the nick so far
yeah.
this match. She's gone for that quite a few times.
Yeah.
Hit a decent amount of them
Yeah.
to be fair, but
Oh, an error from
yeah,
Tori. Yeah.
off of one of her kills, which has
Yeah,
been working
yeah.
for her
Yeah.
thus far.
I don't know what she's appealing.
I don't
because
know either.
There was no infraction as I could see.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know what went
She
on
get
there.
away with it anyway.
Yeah.
I think Katie should actually modify her serve a bit because she's. Oh, another error.
Same area of the court too.
Yep.
Just going
Going
too
for
low
it.
on those
Yeah.
on those punishing
Yeah.
kills
Yeah.
there.
Not bending her knees enough.
Yeah.
She's tall.
She is
so it
she
makes
is
it
quite
more
tall.
difficult. No,
Oh,
down.
I think that was definitely down.
Good,
Yep.
good shot. Good
Good
drive. Good. Yeah.
sportsmanship from
Yep.
Malif there.
Yeah. She admitted that she didn't get it.
Yeah.
It's nice to see because sometimes that doesn't happen.
No, totally.
Some people think
But
the
yeah,
referees
there's got to
should.
be some type of etiquette when,
Yeah.
especially playing in a
Yeah.
final like this,
Yeah.
right? So
Correct. Yeah.
fair game on her half, and that's a
Oh,
great drop.
Katie, great drop. Great drop.
I think Katie's really looking at taking initiative on the volley
Yeah. She's.
right now, just
Yeah.
to try and one, keep her opponent out of the middle, and then
Oh,
also
nice boast.
that was a nice
Good
shot.
deception. She looked as if she was going to hit it straight, and she
Totally.
totally. Then she boasted it.
Yep, she's moving her opponent
Yeah.
around
Yeah.
quite well.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
nice
that's a
drop.
great drop.
I don't know what she's complaining about.
Not
Another.
sure either. Very nice hands
Yeah.
out of these English women though.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, another error. Oh,
Silly mistake.
now. Now they're getting a bit frustrated.
Yeah, not too happy about that one.
Yep.
Great boast. It's a good lob though. Oh,
Oh,
wow.
that was
Wow. And the
a good.
crowd goes wild.
That was a good lob from Katie Malef.
That was a
But
great lob.
Tori Malef just.
That's what the height can do for you,
Yeah,
right?
she just put it away
Yeah.
with her volley herself.
Beautiful
Oh,
shot.
another error though into the tin.
I think that's her third error in that front right
Right front.
corner
Yeah,
there.
right front. Yeah. Yeah. So eight fought for Katie Malef. 8-4.
Okay. That's a good shot though. Oh, I think they're gonna give it a let.
Yeah.
Questionable. That looked pretty tight and low to me, so I don't know about that, but
I thought she could have got that.
you
I
think
thought a
so?
let was
Okay.
reasonable. I would have thought, yeah.
Fair enough then.
Not a stroke,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. Oh no,
But
by no means.
out.
Okay, 9-4 here. Katie Mouse slowly running away with this game.
Oh, nice drop
Yeah,
from
there's the
Katie.
soft touch.
Soft touch. Yeah. Yeah.
Very nice to see.
Yeah. Change the pace.
Totally.
And Tori wasn't ready for that.
Yep.
I think Tori probably likes a fast-paced game.
I totally agree. I think that's where she excels the most is when
So here we are,
it's high
1-1.
pace.
1-1.
1-1 games, keeping it exciting.
Yeah.
Resuming in 90 seconds. Thank you very much.
Okay. Yep. Wow. That's pretty flexible. As you can hear, there's a good crowd here tonight watching this final, which is good. It's a great competition for the members of the club because they get to see very high-level squash, and thoroughly enjoy it and always come and support it. And Jay Nash does a great job in producing it, promoting it every year. And I think it's about his 17th year that he's done this, and it just gets better and better. And you know, the athletes like it. We're a friendly club, and they get billeted, and it's enjoyable for everybody. Back for the third game now. Oh, another error from Malik, who's into the tin, trying to drop the shot, drop shot. Oh. Well, a mistake this one from Katie Malik. She tinned a little shot she was trying to drop. One. Oh, another backhand error from Malik.
Okay. She really loves going for that nick on the cross courts
Yeah,
there.
she does.
It's a good kill. Oh, and I think she just got that one.
Oh,
Oh,
that was
too much.
a great rally.
Great rally,
It
yeah.
must have been at least 30 odd shots.
Oh,
And
totally. Malik was
and-
putting some good pressure on her opponent there.
Yeah, and
So good to
unfortunately,
see.
Katie tinned the final shot.
Can't get all of them.
2-2.
Tight squash here on the backhand side. Oh, did that
On the
clip out?
backhand out.
Oh, I didn't see
No,
that.
it's not
Missed that
often
one.
you see levels of this level put the ball out on
Yeah.
a drive, but
It's a
that was out.
different. It's a different.
Sorry.
Bounces off the wall
Yeah.
completely differently.
Yeah. Oh, Katie tinned.
She went for that
She
one.
went for that one. Yeah, went it pretty short.
Yeah, going
So
for gold there,
yeah.
and
Yeah, we're tied at 3-3.
starting to look like we're gonna have a great match on our hands here.
Yeah, we could do.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
That was actually a fairly lucky shot, actually.
Yeah, that was a bit
'cause
of a fluke.
It was a
for
bit of a
sure.
fluke shot because it came off the wall slightly differently.
Totally, yeah.
and,
She was
and-
kind of
and-
digging there
yeah.
just to get the retrieval, and
Yeah,
then
Tori couldn't
got
quite get
very
it.
fortunate
Yeah,
with
yeah.
and the
Yeah.
ball went up about an inch above the tin. So
Yeah.
take those any day of the week.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
great another kill
Great,
from
great
Malik
backhand.
here.
Backhand cross court. Yeah.
She's quite good at playing those shots, as we've mentioned previously.
Yeah. 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 You can't feed her mid court.
No, totally not. Good get. Malik in trouble here. Oh, wow,
nice.
great
Good
length shot.
Good length from. Yeah.
Great length.
That's a
Doesn't
great
get better
length.
than that.
Yeah.
Crowd is loving it as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Tori couldn't dig that out from the back.
Very entertaining squash so far
It is.
from these two ladies.
Yeah. what Katie Maliff is doing better at the moment is she's volleying more than she was.
She is. She's really looking to take
another-
control of the center court.
Another boast error from Malik.
Malik's been hitting quite a few unforced
Yes, Malik's been hitting
thus far,
many,
if I might, yeah.
many more than she was.
Yeah.
Oh,
And there's another one there. I don't know. This might be a bit of a mental barrier that she's going to have to
Yes.
overcome here.
Maybe pressure.
Yeah, pressure, fatigue even too.
Yeah.
There's
Oh, nice.
a lot of factors.
That was a good deception. A cross-court drop shot.
Oh, no, totally. Very nice. Oh, she did not need to play that one. She totally should have just stopped and got the let ball.
She could have got a let. Yeah. But
Went
made
to
the error,
play
went for it, and made the
and
error.
yeah, fell short on that.
Oh, nice cross court.
Another good
Very
kill
good.
though.
A good shot. 6-8.
I almost think that the majority of the shots that Malik is hitting are going below, they're hitting the front wall below the service line.
They are, yeah.
Which is interesting to see.
Like that.
Exactly like that.
Yeah. Forehand.
It's been working great for her so far, so keep rolling with it.
Short forehand cross court, yeah.
Yeah. She's good at that one.
Yeah. 7-8. Close.
Good short stuff.
No.
Oh, great kill.
8-all. She's come back after all those
she totally
errors.
has come back. Yeah.
She has 8-all now. Yep.
8 apiece here.
8 apiece, yep.
This is a massive game too, as well. Oh wow! That's a great shot. Kind of thought that was a questionable pickup in the front left there.
Questionable, yeah, I thought so.
But let the ref let it play out, and same outcome regardless. So
correct. Yeah.
No questions asked.
And Malik got one of her favorite short cross courts in.
Yeah.
Cross court shots.
Oh. Quite a loud smack on the back glass there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's good etiquette once again from the English lady Maliff.
Yeah.
Very similar last names. I tend to confuse it quite a bit.
Yeah. I call her Katie because it's easier than.
No, totally.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing that.
Maliff rather Maliff.
Yeah.
Maliff. No, that was up, I think.
Oh. Great shot.
Well, that was a really long rally. That was game ball for Torrey, but Katie managed to
point there.
Win the point in the end.
It's getting quite tense at the bitter end of this third game.
It certainly is.
It's very high quality, though, I would say. I mean,
it's still game ball because it's 9-8. I mean, sorry, 9-10.
Big point here. Oh, and she. I think Katie's racket just nicked the hand of Malik there.
Yeah.
But she seems fine.
Yeah. 10-all.
I don't know if the the viewers on the stream can see, but Malik has a massive bruise on her one leg there from her match. I think it was
Yes,
yesterday.
was it?
It
Yeah.
was yeah, she got hit quite hard in the lower leg there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah, I can. It looked like she'd got a shot.
yeah, oh totally. That was full power from her opponent, and unfortunately, she got in the way. Got in the way a little too much. So
Oh, well, we're tied 11-11 now.
it's 11 all. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, now
Great drop shot
12.
from
Good.
Katie.
Yeah, good drop
She's
shot.
played plenty of those ones, which is good.
Yeah. So game ball again, 12-11.
Oh
Oh,
wow. Doesn't get much better than that there.
no. 12 all.
Great stunning kill there.
Yeah.
Good use of the height. Oh, that might be too good.
Yeah. No.
I think the ref gave that one a let. I'm not sure if I agree with that one.
No, I don't know.
That was a
That was
tight
tight.
ball, very short up
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the front right there. But I mean, given the score line here,
12-12.
I think the ref is trying to keep it safer than sorry. So
Yeah, 12-12.
I understand. Oh, that might be a stroke, I think.
Yeah.
Or no,
Has to be. No, just a let.
I think she got a no let there. Oh, she got a let? Never mind, she got a let. Some hard decisions coming at the end of this game here. Yeah, that's going to end up being a stroke.
Straight. 13-12.
Too far in the middle
Game,
there,
yeah,
unfortunately.
Yep.
Wow. She really hammers those cross courts, hey?
Yeah.
All her power into those shots. It's good use of the height. Okay, oh,
Yep.
Mouse in trouble. All right. Yep, no, totally cool. Okay. Oh, I think that might have clipped out. Starting the fourth game, a few errors out of Malik here. She currently has a 2-1 lead over the 1 seed in the women's draw. That's a good get. Katie's staying in the rally there. Yeah, let me see it real quick. Yeah, the light will turn. Yeah, there you go. That should be good. These headsets can be quite a pain. I did a commentating. I was commentating one of the round 1 matches with Salal Torgman, who's a guy on the team here, and my mic was off for the entire first game, which I didn't realize. So there's been quite a few technical difficulties so far throughout the week. That's a great shot. Tori Malik seemed to be a little disappointed with herself at the end of that one. Great shot out of Katie. Oh, it's a good get. Read that one. Wow. Good use of the height again. Save herself some time.
What's your first name?
Murdoch.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
I wondered whether that was your surname.
No, it's not.
You're in the Western
It is a bit. I am on the Western team. Yeah. It is a popular last name. I've heard it plenty of times, but no, yeah, it's my first name.
That's nice. It's actually a nice little sounds Scottish name.
It is. Yeah, my family is from Scotland, so
I'm from Etienne.
yeah. Oh, is that right? Yeah, I have a lot of family down there actually. So yeah, that's where I originate.
What again?
Well, no, I'm sorry. I said that wrong. I'm from Canada, but my dad and his entire family are all from Scotland, and a lot of them live in Edinburgh currently at the moment. Couple silly mistakes here early, and Malif off to a commanding lead now in the fourth. Uh-oh, and a little collision there. Malik looks like, oh, something's going on with Malik's left ankle slash lower leg there. She seems to be in a bit of pain.
Oh no.
There's a slight collision there going into the front right side.
Oh no, don't tell me
this
she's.
doesn't look good actually.
No.
She might have to take a 3-minute break here. Oh, but she's walking it off. Oh, some Malik not happy about something.
No.
Taking it out on the people watching down here.
Yeah.
Oh, so that was a stroke as well, apparently.
Oh.
So now we're up to 9-2. 7-point lead for the 1 seed.
Ouch.
Oh, wow.
Ouch. Ouch.
That was close to being a very good lob there.
It was. It was just out.
Both of them have actually been playing with quite a bit of variety, which is good to see. They're using the height when they need to, and then
Yeah.
playing different
Yeah,
type of
yeah.
attacking
You
shots
see,
in the front,
yeah,
so
yeah.
it's
What
good.
Tori's not doing is when Katie understands that when she drops here, when Katie drops to the right,
Yeah.
that Malik is just going to cross-court it to the left, and she's
Right.
anticipating that and going
Yeah, yeah.
over
Well,
that. Right,
she's been
watching.
doing that
So
a ton so far
if
already,
she actually
right?
started to drive it straight,
Yeah.
she would.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, we're going into a
Well,
fifth
well,
game.
that
This
was
is getting awfully exciting.
Yeah, it is right.
The crowd is starting to get into a little more too. It makes everything better.
Yeah. Well,
But fun squash to watch
it is
so
fun
far.
squash to watch. Yeah. 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 Yeah, Tori just made too many unforced errors in that game.
A ton of errors. Yeah, I think that was a mental
Yeah.
problem going on in that last game.
Yeah.
But
Well,
she's got a minute and 30 seconds to get her
Yeah.
head straight.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think we have a great game on our hands coming up here in
We
this
certainly
fifth.
do. Yes.
It's I think it's 50-50 at this point.
Anybody's game.
There's been plenty of momentum
anybody's
swings
game,
so
anybody's
far,
match.
but
Yeah. It has been.
Katie's certainly
Yeah,
been dominating
yeah,
the past little while,
yeah,
so we'll
yeah.
see what happens.
Well, theoretically, it started off with Tori dominating the first game,
Totally.
and then Katie the
Yeah.
second, and then the third was close, which Tori just managed to win in the end. And then Katie dominated that one, so it's almost Tori's turn again.
Yeah, no, exactly. By the way it's going so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Tori's really taking authority when she's using all her power.
Yeah,
I feel
correct.
like though, so
Yeah.
I'm sure that she's gonna try.
Yeah.
She's gonna try to enforce that in this last game here.
Yeah.
But certainly doesn't get much better than this. Fifth
No,
game in the finals of the women's draw.
Yeah.
Very exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Both English ladies as well, so
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure they've played
Nice,
each other
yeah.
a million
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
These are probably daily training partners,
Yeah.
so they know everything about each other's games.
Correct.
They know all the background.
Exactly right. Yeah. Yeah.
So this is gonna be interesting here to see who can
Yeah.
who can pull away in this
Yeah.
final game here.
That's very good. Yeah. I was a bit disappointed that Adderley, Georgia didn't get through because
Oh, yeah.
she played at the same squash club I used to play at when I
Is that right?
played.
Okay, yeah.
In my era of
Because
playing.
she's an up and coming. She's from
She's-
Scotland as well, right?
That's
okay,
right. That's
yeah,
right. Same sports club we played at.
Interesting.
And
She's a very good player.
and a friend of mine was her coach.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had an unfortunate loss yesterday.
Yeah. But I mean, it is
Put
what
up
it is.
a great fight though.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, fell short. Had a match ball or two in the match against Malik, but
Oh, well,
she fought back hard and
she certainly did.
it went in her favor.
Yeah, correct.
Good volley kill though from her to take
A lead.
take the early lead in
Yeah.
the fifth game.
Yeah, well,
And I feel like we're starting to see this power come back into play here.
Oh.
She's really putting some high pace into the ball.
yeah. 1-1. There really is nothing between these two.
Oh no, totally. Very similar skill sets.
Yeah. I think Malik's just a bit more powerful. But
I agree. That's a good shot.
that's been her signature shot.
Oh, totally. Not much that she could have done off that.
Mid-court, cross-court, yeah.
Second bounce, Nick into the sidewall as well. It's that's just
Yeah,
it's just a great squash shot.
it is. Oh, another good shot. Yeah. Well, Tori's in the lead now, 3-1.
Good to see two young English ladies into the final
I know,
already.
I
These
know.
obviously very
Yeah, yeah.
up and coming.
As I,
But
yeah, as I say, they'll be, you know, angling potentially for
no,
Olympic
totally.
spots
A
in
lot of a
the
lot of talent
yeah, yeah,
on the squash court right
yeah,
now.
yeah. Because there haven't been England has actually been. I mean, there are a couple of English in the top 20, but there's been a
Yeah.
bit of a dearth of the English
Right. Yeah.
recently.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It hasn't been great
yeah,
past few
yeah,
years,
that's
but
right. So be nice to see a few more.
totally. There's certainly been a lot of past champions
Yeah,
of just past world number ones
yeah,
from England, as in the Nick Matthew
yeah,
era
yeah.
and
Correct.
players in that time.
Yeah, Peter, Nicol,
Yeah, totally.
good shot.
Wow.
Wow, what a rally! What a rally!
Great shot. It's a great shot, and the crowd is into it
Yeah,
now.
absolutely. Ended with a
Very
drop shot.
exciting game here.
Yeah, lots of good gets. It was just terrific.
Some great gets. Yeah, yeah. Both players really digging in this last game.
Oh,
That might be too good. I don't know.
I thought she could have got that.
I think she could. I think the ref gave that one a let, which both players don't seem too stoked about. But
No,
oh, maybe it was a no let.
no, it
Oh,
was a
it
no
looks
let.
like it was a no let. Wow,
I'm surprised.
interesting. I
Anyway,
mean, it did kind of nick out and almost not roll, but
yeah,
it was a
yeah.
good drop shot. But I certainly think that there was a chance for Katie to retrieve that one. Another good
3-5.
backhand drop
Yeah,
from Katie.
Katie Mallet.
Contact on the backswing there, and I think that's another stroke too.
Stroke. Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah,
slowly closing the lead down.
yeah, yeah.
Katie really looking to volley all the opportunities that she's having here. There's another punishing kill, which we've seen plenty so far.
Wow.
Wow, that's a great shot. Now their question. Oh, maybe that was down.
I think it was down.
I think that's what the ref called it, and she's not very happy about that.
I think it was down.
Did that look down to you?
Yes, it looked down to me. It
Okay.
looked, it hit the tin.
It was hard to tell. I mean, it all happened so fast, right? So
Yeah.
it's not easy to judge on those ones, but
No.
ref saw it down, so it's
Yep.
5-all.
I,
Yeah,
I,
5-all in the fifth
I
here.
actually saw it down too. I thought it.
Did you? Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, and that's a bad
that was
error.
definitely down.
Bad error
That
from
was
Malik
definitely
there.
down. Yeah,
Oh,
error
that
from
was
Malik.
that was certainly down. That was a little more
Yeah.
obvious.
Yeah.
Malik's got to be careful here about the amount of errors she's gonna give in this last little bit, because we've seen plenty of unforced so far, and that
Yeah. Yeah.
let ball there. But yeah, I mean the unforced. It's very hard to win squash matches
Yeah.
when you're hitting too many unforced
Oh,
errors
like that.
like that.
Unforced error, return of serve.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can't have that happen at this
No,
stage.
no, certainly can't.
Especially when your opponent is playing at such a high level and not giving you these free points.
Yeah.
It's a good shot. Oh, and the drop shot's too good there.
Yeah.
8-5. Wow. So Katie has fully turned this game around.
Yeah.
I think she was down 3 points and
She
is
was.
now she's up. So momentum swing here late
Yeah.
in the fifth. Tight ball. That's
That
a
was
good
down.
shot, but I
That was
think
down. It was down.
Everyone's saying it was down.
It
Both
it was
players
down.
are.
It was down. Yeah, it was down.
Did they call that one down? They must have. Malik does not look too happy about that. I do think that one was down.
Oh.
It looked a little too good to be true. So I think that's what they're going to call it.
Are they playing a let?
Maybe not, though. I don't see the score change. I think they
I
might
think
have
they're
played a
playing a
let.
let.
Did they?
I think they're playing a
Okay,
let.
interesting.
Oh,
Wow.
that wasn't down.
That certainly wasn't down. That was a very good shot, is what
Very
it
good
was.
shot. Yeah. That was something in anger, I think,
Yeah,
or frustration.
totally.
Yeah.
Taking it out on the squash ball there. Good shot. It's a great drop shot from Katie.
Oh,
And there's another unforced,
match
and
ball.
this is
Unforced error.
giving Katie a four game balls here, 4 match balls. Sorry, pardon me. There's another nick. Malice still staying in it.
Yeah, she hit a wonderful shot there.
Yeah. She's certainly got a lot of fight in her, which is good. Oh, they're gonna give that a let.
She has to have a net for that, surely. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so too.
She could have easily got that.
Yeah. Too much contact there. So we'll redo the point. She's really going for these short kills here. Oh wow, it barely stays in by a hair.
Well,
Okay, so
she's
Malik
saved
saving 2 match balls so far.
Saved
She's
two.
halfway there,
She is.
keeping
Yeah.
it exciting for the viewers.
Right.
Oh wow, a little deception on that one. Oh, she gets.
Oh.
Oh wow, and a little contact. And I think they called that a stroke error. So then, wow, Katie takes it in 5. That's a great match. Great match. Came down to the bitter end there. And the crowd goes crazy, as expected.
Right. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, very high quality stuff, so fun to watch.
yeah, very fun to watch.
And it's been an absolute pleasure commentating.
Yeah, it has.
Now we're going to hand it off to 2 of Western's best, Neo and Daniel. So thank you very much for putting up with us, and we'll catch you next time.
should have signed up for it. It's me, not Neo, right? No, it's Neo. Who's I said? We made the decision. You don't get to make the decision. No, see that end. It's way out. For the sake of this match, it should be me. Why should we be Ian? I'll be super down there. You don't sit there. What? Yeah, you can sit on my lap if you want to come down. You should have dialed in and signed up. Whatever. Let's dial in.
great things over the last 16 years of running this event. But we have a final coming on here, and I want to give you at least a little bit of background. They faced off once last year. Zachariah turned 17 last week. Curtis Malik is here for his third time, and has been a finalist and a semifinalist. Last year when they faced off in their one facing, Curtis won 11-9 in the fifth. It was a 90-minute match. So, it should be a great show. I just wanted to make sure you knew the background. Sorry, I was told he turned 17 on Sunday. I didn't realize he said not last Sunday. No magic show. You sit here. I'll sit here. I'll sit here. You can have
Well, good evening, folks. We're here for the 2024 NASH Cup men's final at the London Squash Club. Here we have 16-year-old, as Jay Nash just mentioned, Mohamed Zakaria facing off against number 2 seed Curtis Malik. I'm joined here in the commentary box today with Daniel Deverell. Daniel, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm excited to be here. It's a great match today.
Yeah, for sure. We saw both these players here yesterday. Mohamed Zakaria playing Sanjay Jiva, advancing in straight games. And Curtis Malik also very straightforward yesterday against Henry Leung, the 4 seed, winning in straight games as well. So both these players coming in pretty fresh. Zakaria has had a bit of an easier time in terms of overall match scores, winning, I think, all his matches 3 loves. So, or besides Hermias Zanya. Whereas, of course, Curtis Malik playing Mustafa El Serti in the quarterfinals, and him sneaking out that one in extra points in the 5th game. So, will be interesting today, Daniel. What do you think is going to be the difference maker here?
I like Jay mentioned before, 11-9 in the 5th in their last meeting, 90-minute match. I don't know, different play styles here. We got a fiery 16-year-old against seems to be more experienced player here in Curtis. Obviously, 2 different nationalities coming here. I'm just looking forward to a really good match.
Yeah. Should be a really good match. Again, as Jay Nash just mentioned, as co-commentator Dan Deverell just mentioned, these players faced off last year in 2023, with Curtis taking the 5th game, 11-9. That match also being 90 minutes long, so we're certainly in for a treat here.
Yeah, honestly, other than Curtis's meeting with El Serti, both these players just showed complete dominance throughout this draw. Should we discuss some early predictions here?
Yeah, honestly, Curtis has been looking pretty good throughout the tournament, but nevertheless, so has Zakaria, taking out number 1 seed, Yahya Al-Nawasani. However, I do feel that Curtis did put a very hard summer in this year, and has been predicted to be a up-and-coming riser for the season. So I'm going to go for a Curtis 3-2 victory. What do you think, Daniel? What's your prediction?
I was going to think the exact same. Obviously Curtis this past season had a great year, pushing the top guys, getting a win over Omar Mossad, pushing Kareem and guys like Farag. So I think I'm going Curtis in 5 as well.
Yeah. So Curtis Malik being ranked number 41 in the world, while Mohamed Zakaria is on the up and coming at world number 58. Obviously, the age difference as well. Zakaria being born in 2007, Daniel.
Yeah,
while Curtis Malik being born in 1999. So Curtis does have more experience than Zachariah, but Zachariah has elevated his game style to quite a mature level, obviously taking down #1 seed as well as several upsets in past tournaments. Most recently, going to 5 with, I believe, world number 12 Victor Kruin
hmm
at the Pyramids. But Curtis Malik serve, here we go, folks.
we're in here.
Curtis taking early initiative so far. Seems to be controlling the tee. Great variation right away.
And one thing that's been very clear throughout this entire tournament that people have been talking about is both these players are insanely consistent. Um, both their error counts have been very low throughout this entire week. Both applying so much pressure to their opponents.
Yeah, Curtis seems to be controlling the tee quite well here in these early points. Good length, kind of holding Zachariah and making him take the long way around a lot of the time. But as we've seen all week as well, Daniel, Zachariah is so good at getting out of pressure, especially down the backhand side. He really
Absolutely,
cuts those balls into the side wall, and they stick to the wall quite well here at the London Squash Club.
for sure.
Early error there.
It's gonna be interesting. Zachary obviously being the younger, less experienced player here, and especially he's obviously had his fair share of finals, but it's gonna be interesting to see how he deals with these early nerves. He's coming out making 2 errors off the bat.
Yeah, so Daniel, I recall you matching up against Mohamed Zachariah last year in the
Yes.
World Championships. What do you think the biggest difference between that is separating him between all the other juniors at his age right now?
I was just absolutely shocked by his his backhand. Obviously, it was ridiculous. Um, just the time he has on the ball and the pressure that he put on me. I had no answer to anything he was doing. The deception, the subtle deception that he has on that backhand. Yeah, I just didn't know where the ball was
Yeah,
going.
watching from the outside, it doesn't seem like he does much with the ball. There's no sort of flashy play that we see with some of the other players, but just the
Yeah,
quality of the ball placement and moving the ball and moving your opponent around the court is very, very mature for his age at 16.
for sure.
Good hold there. Yes, let given. As we're at 2-all here in this first game. Both players still feeling each other out, but the quality is very high right from the get-go.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're in for a very high quality level squash today.
Yeah, we see that great variation there from Mohamed Zachariah down the backhand wall. He likes chipping those balls down the line usually, but can also add in that kill. Great shot there from Curtis. Wrong footing Zachariah with a subtle hold down the forehand side. Great lob. Yeah, pressure there, and there's that forehand kill again. I think we're going to see a lot of that over the course of this match.
Mhm.
square now into the middle there, but great rally again here. Curtis going up with a 4-3 lead. Should be a stroke. Oh,
Uh,
yes, luck given. As we've been mentioning all week, Daniel here in the commentary booth, the reffing has been somewhat inconsistent throughout this tournament.
absolutely.
However, it's certainly an aspect of the game that players will have to kind of maneuver around.
Yeah, I think these players are both clean enough players where we shouldn't get
Too many
yeah
decisions,
too many
yeah.
decisions going. The quality is gonna stay high enough.
Yeah, for sure.
Right now, it honestly seems like Curtis is staying in front a lot more. He's in control.
Yeah, these are very long rallies to start off the match. Obviously, the quality is very high between these two players. And again, as we mentioned before, one of the biggest attributes of both these players is their consistency. So,
Absolutely.
you should expect to see various exchanges throughout the match of players going in short and then resetting with lobs um, before returning to some length play. And so far, that's what we've been seeing. I don't think we've seen too many outright winners. A couple kills that players were able to, or not able to get to, but Zachariah choosing to play that one after getting a yes let the last point. These are obviously a lot longer rallies than Zachariah has had so far, Daniel. So how do you
Yeah.
think this will affect him and his game plan as the match
Yeah, I think
progresses?
that Curtis seems to be in complete control here off the bat, seeming like much more confident player here. I think Curtis has amazing subtle holds in his swing, and
Um,
it's like that. I think he's gonna force a few mistakes out of Zachariah when he gets flustered here.
yeah, yeah. Certainly being a very consistent player, Zachariah, he hopes to use his opponent's either error count
Yeah,
or just shots into the mid-court to his advantage, but I don't think Curtis will give him much here in this match.
for
So
sure. Yeah, I don't
certainly adds pressure to Zachariah to kind of force him to do something with the ball to get his
exactly.
points, but great kill
That's a
there from
great
Curtis.
shot by Curtis. Yeah, Zachariah's gonna have to be very careful here with giving Curtis balls in the middle third because just like that, you can see it's a threat right there. And as a 16-year-old, I was able to get a little bit of intel before this match with Zachariah. So I was curious about what his training regimen looks like, and yeah,
Not not
bit of
sure what is happening here. Sakurai did look like he stopped, but he also
seems
hit a
like
winner
playing
right
let
after
here.
it. I think we're playing a lot.
Like I was saying before, Zachariah told me he does up to 4 sessions a day.
Wow. And
Uh,
at 16 years old, that's
yeah.
something.
So I did a solo session for about 45 minutes to an hour, straight into a lesson, goes back home and comes back to the club for a hitting partner, and then fitness,
Oh, yeah.
which is quite absurd at 16 years old. But
Great
and
drop shot
that's
there.
Zachariah right there. That's an amazing shot.
And the referee here just mentioning something to Zachariah. Fortunately, we're in separate booths here. Not able to hear what the referee's been saying, but either way, both players play on. Certainly the quality of training in Egypt, after talking to some of these players, Daniel, seems to be at another level than what some of the other pros have done, and that's obviously just a very different method, but seems to be working with Egypt's complete dominance of the World Tour.
Absolutely. Yeah, I can see Zachariah's obviously so far ahead of all the juniors right now. Just obviously winning the World Juniors this year
Mhm.
pretty handily. I think these two players we're gonna see them on a big rise in the next few seasons on the PSA.
Yeah.
Be quite excited.
Great court coverage here, Daniel, from
Yeah, these
Zachariah.
two are some of the best movers in the tournament.
Good volley there. Risky cross court. Oh, good working boast from Zachariah. Yeah, talking with Yahya as well as Certi and oh, what a get. Wow. The court coverage is amazing here.
Wow,
Did a great job there.
a massive rally midway through the
What a
first.
rally. The court coverage. He looked out so many times in that rally, but again, just pushing through. Certainly frustrating for Curtis as well. I think he thought he ended that rally three or
Yeah,
four times there. Zachariah clawing back to good quality shots as well. Error there. But yeah, Daniel, talking to these Egyptian players, including over the summer, our very own Salal Torgman,
mm,
the amount of training they do with just on court and off court, as well as I don't even think it's just the volume of training, but the quality of just getting real good quality hits with top 10 players or even top 100 players and coaches throughout the summer. Really
absolutely,
helps these Egyptian players succeed.
for sure. Obviously, meet you and I can see how talented Salah is, and shows every season when he comes back. And yeah, they're doing things right over in Egypt.
For sure. Great kill there.
Yes, seems like yes luck given. Zachariah.
We have a full crowd here for this finals match. Great use of height there from Curtis. Zachariah seems to have settled in here a bit, Daniel,
Yeah,
but
he's just so
nevertheless,
good at getting out of trouble.
mhm, great length there from Zachariah.
There's a chance.
As we mentioned earlier, we're following this our track of Opportunities at the front being reset with the lob.
Yeah.
Wow, this is some fast-paced stuff.
And Shirley, do you think with this crazy high pace and quality, do you think there will be a drop off eventually by one of these players?
The crowd verbally upset with that call there, thinking that Curtis should have played that ball. Obviously, we want to see as much squash as possible with it not coming down to calls, but great shot there. A little bit of contact, I
Oh
think,
yeah.
just between the two players. Zachariah seems to have shaked it off. Great variation there.
Oh. Great shot there by Zachariah. A crucial point in the first game.
I'm not sure what the referee keeps mentioning here, and Curtis as well.
Oh, crowd clearly not happy with that behavior by
Curtis just
Curtis.
tossing the ball away from Zachariah there. Not
Wonder what
happy with
happened
that.
there.
Bit uneasy there. Awkward bounce into the midcourt. Zachariah not able to adjust. Great game here so far, Daniel, with Curtis Malik taking a 9-7 lead.
Yeah, it's been a amazing first game. The quality has not dropped off.
Alrighty, Daniel, we're at the 17-minute mark here for this first game. Which is
A winner and an error from Curtis here.
9-all.
9-all in the first.
18 minutes this first game.
It's funny, it seemed that Curtis has been in control, but it's just what makes Zachariah so good.
Has been a little bit more contact here through the midcourt between both players, but Curtis with one game ball. Zachariah gets that ball. Great drop. Oh,
There's
Curtis just going into the...
costly stroke call.
And that is a
Going against
controversial
Zachariah.
call there.
Very, very controversial call. Just got to shake that off.
Wow. Daniel,
Unfortunate.
what do you think that call should have been?
I think that was definitely just a let. I think the quality of
Thought
that
so,
shot did not deserve a stroke.
Quality's quite high. Well, folks, that was a 19-minute first game. We'll see you shortly for the second game. Well, folks, for those of you who may have joined us partway through that first game, or just now, my name is Antonio Mendes, and I'm joined here with Daniel Deverell, commentating this men's final match of the 2024 NASH Cup, presented by NASH Wealth Management, and of course, Jay Nash. Controversial ending to that first game, but progress here to the second game. Daniel, what do you think Zachariah has to do there? Obviously a bit fortunate for Curtis at the end, but
Yeah, I think he just obviously needs to do his best to, I think, mix up the pace here and just try and get in front of Curtis as much as he can. He does have that ability to just put the ball away, especially on that backhand. Obviously, Curtis is very, very solid here, making very few mistakes, giving Zachariah very little to work with. Going for it there. Zachariah completely scrambling here. There's the shot. There's the shot I'm talking about. He has that ability on the backhand.
I didn't see anything wrong there.
I'm just clipping him on the ear, neck, or face there with his racket.
Should be a stroke.
Stroking to Zachariah. Mm. Mm.
I'm not sure why Curtis seems to be so upset with Zachariah's play so far. From
Yeah.
what we can see, it's been pretty clean. That's good.
That ball looked good.
It's a good call there.
Well, this game right off the bat, a bit more scrappy, more calls.
Unlikely error there from Curtis. Maybe showing a little bit frustration.
I think both these players need to not let the ref make as many decisions as they can due to inconsistency with the calls here.
just out there. Zachariah seems to be upping the pace here in this rally. Also a bit of quality on that hold there on the forehand side. Finding himself under pressure now. Great hold there. Going for that nick.
Wow. Great variation from Curtis.
Great variation there. Great rally so far, Daniel. We're certainly
Yeah. Curtis is taking every ball there as early as he can. He's putting a lot of pressure on Zachariah here.
we're at 5-all here in the second game. Both players still very high quality. Good drop there from Zachariah. He's really moving the ball well around the court right now. But now Curtis seems to be on the offense. Great kill. There's a chance. Oh, and there we go. What a kill. What a kill. Wow.
Great
Wow.
shot there by Curtis.
That was thumped into the straight neck there from Curtis. 6-all here, folks. Quality certainly has not dropped off one bit. It's really impressive to see Daniel. You keep mentioning it, how Zachariah is only 16 years old playing in the final.
Absolutely. Turning 17 tomorrow, yeah?
It'd be a great birthday present if he could win this
Yeah.
match. Curtis going into the back of
Yeah, seems like a simple
Zachariah.
let there. Match is very, very tight so far.
Yeah.
Guys have been more than, I think, a 3-point lead from either of these players.
Great post there. Great use of the boast there. That ball's down. There hasn't really been any clear differences, Daniel, in these rallies. Obviously following similar play every time. Both players going through exchanges at the front, multiple resets. And then a little error, or a few errors.
It's
Curtis seems to be running away with this game right now, but
almost getting the lucky nick there on the serve.
yeah, we've seen it a few times so far this tournament, and obviously, Daniel, both of us are used to it, but
Yeah,
for players traveling all around the world, not being too experienced with the London squash courts, there are a few big nicks in the back of the court.
absolutely.
We saw Curtis in his match against Mustafa El Serti rolling one out at 10 all.
I think he actually caught a sidewall nick to win the match
Yeah,
on a cross court. Sakurai just holding on here.
oh, what a kill. Oh, looks good.
It's amazing variation, amazing the way
Amazing
that these
line
both
hitting,
guys
yeah.
can both move the ball around the court.
He
It's
seemed to be
quality
using every aspect of the front
for
wall,
sure.
all the heights, as well as switching up the pace on the ball. Should be a stroke.
With very, very smart players.
I think giving a let there. Wow.
Oh,
Supposed there.
Curtis seems to be catching Zachariah off guard with those
Yeah,
angles there he's playing in.
yeah. Not a lot of Egyptian players use the reverse boast.
No,
Let's
maybe
say.
Salal Torgman every once in a
Yeah.
while, but
We saw Mohamed El Sherbagi used it quite frequently as he's coming up the tour. Not as much so now.
yeah.
What a get.
It's just crazy court coverage. The movement is just amazing.
Great drop shot there. And I am not sure how that was a let.
Yeah. It seemed that
I
Curtis
am
seemed
not
to
too
get his
sure.
racket stock. Questionable calls here today.
That can be very frustrating as a player as well, Daniel. For
Absolutely.
what you think hitting a clear winner, but Curtis here pushing.
3-point lead to go up 2-love here.
Uh, 2-love lead would be huge in this
Curtis
match.
is playing very good squash here. Not making many mistakes.
Oh, getting a little chippy here.
Oh, little exchange there from the two players walking off the court. Zachariah does not seem too happy.
Yeah, well, I'm not
I
sure
think
the consistency here, Daniel, the reffing, as we mentioned. We were hoping for it not to be an issue, but the referee seems to be punishing Zachariah for his movement. While that last shot there, I thought Curtis did push off the ball quite hard
yeah,
and blocked a
yeah.
bit, but hopefully Zachariah can reset here, talking to his coaches as we We'll see you soon for the very exciting third game in the men's final at the 2024 NASH Cup. Well, folks, we are here for the third game in this very exciting men's match. Curtis Malik, though, coming out with a 2-love lead, getting a bit chippy towards the end of that game. We'll see
Yeah,
what Zachariah can do here.
the crowd clearly trying to get behind Zachariah here, as they understandably want to see more of this high quality squash. Amazing gets here by Curtis, and good start to set the tone from Zachariah here.
We saw Zachariah get pretty fired up there at the end of that game, so
Mm.
as a hungry 16-year-old, almost 17 obviously, but that can be deadly.
Hopefully, he can use that adrenaline, that I guess frustration to fuel himself here. Off to a good start.
And Curtis seems to be uneasy here.
Yeah,
3 errors, I believe, right off the start, or Zachariah hitting one winner to the back forehand, but 2 errors back to back. Very unlike Curtis. That should be a stroke.
wow,
Yes.
Zachariah turning this around.
Yeah, he's certainly moving quick here.
He's letting Curtis know he's gonna put up a big fight here in this third game.
Great, using the counter drop. Again, at the beginning of this game, he's mixed up the hold cross there, so Curtis kind of going on his heels, having to cover both shots, and
Yeah,
again, great variation from Zachariah, knowing exactly what to play. Good use of the Aussie boast. Obviously a full crowd here tonight, folks. Much of the Western squash team here as well. Murdoch Morrison, who you heard be.
yeah. Former commentator Murdoch getting behind Zachariah
Yeah.
here.
That's a great drop there.
Shot seems to be quite automatic from
Yeah.
there, Neil.
Another error, Daniel.
Costly errors from Curtis.
Zachariah seems to be running away with this game.
Yeah,
Oh. But great cross-court nick there from Curtis.
you can see Zachariah's body language, a bit of a spring in his step here. He's
Yeah. He's nodding to himself every point.
Uh,
He obviously has a very clear game plan for this game.
do you think we will see a momentum shift here from Curtis?
I'm not sure. I think Zachariah is playing very well this third game. He seems to have a lot more, almost a lot more purpose
For sure.
compared to the other two.
He's
Other two
initiating.
obviously playing very well, but Nair there.
See Zachariah
Zachariah
returning
just looking
the
to his corner
concierge
there.
now.
Oftentimes when you go up big, Daniel, you can find yourself
Yeah,
looking for unlikely shots or forgetting what got you there. So
exactly. Seeing the finish line too early is
a stroke given there. And a stroke given there. The crowd groaning and not happy with that one, folks. Let's see, here's the opportunity. Great use
chance
of the
there,
kill.
and he capitalized on it. Let's go up 9-5 here.
9-5 here in this third game. Another error. Well, Daniel, we have 5 game balls here for,
I think we got a match in our hand here
yeah,
now if
a very
Zachariah can pull this
motivated
off.
Mohamed Zachariah. And
There
there,
it is, the
first try.
backhand. The crowd is fired up for Zachariah.
Yeah, the crowd is certainly getting behind the young Egyptian player. Full house here, folks. We'll see you soon for the very exciting 4th game we have on our hands.
Got quite the fired up crowd here at the NASH Cup final.
Zachariah looks like he's on a
Yes,
mission,
yeah,
Daniel.
absolutely looks in the zone here, starting his 4th game.
It's tough that he lost that 2nd game, but I think it really gave him the motivation to kind of
Yeah,
up his game, and certainly we can see him upping the pace, taking
oh,
balls a
great
lot
shot
earlier.
there.
Curtis seems to be playing from behind now, and that's a stroke.
Complete momentum shift here,
Yeah,
Neil.
you can see how positive Zachariah is playing
Yeah,
right now.
seemed to
Falling
be on the
lots.
under the caution in the 1st and 2nd, and now he's the one initiating the pressure on
Yeah,
Curtis.
great. Just a little height there from Curtis.
Great
Oh,
shot.
great kill there. Curtis does have the ability to take balls in short from behind him, as we saw there with that backhand kill, but he does it especially well on the forehand side. So we're at the 45-minute mark here, folks. First game being 19 minutes, second game being 14 minutes. But then obviously we saw Zachariah in that third game kick it into new gear, and that was a 6-minute game.
Great
And
counter
there,
shot.
showing some emotion
Yeah.
to his corner, where we have Salal Torgman and Mustafa El Serti coaching him today.
And it's funny, there's how many, 5 Egyptians in this tournament, and all above
Wow.
21 years old,
Yeah.
and Zachariah comes out in the final out of all the
Yeah.
other Egyptians. Very impressive.
Yeah. We're certainly witnessing something special here with Zachariah. The quality is just truly top tier for 16 years old. Wow. And
He is on a mission
yeah.
here.
You can see the spring in his step. Every shot has a purpose to move Curtis. Whereas I feel in the first 2 games, he's really just rallying with Curtis.
Yeah,
The quality was substantially high, but here we can see him taking balls in short and really taking the initiative to move Curtis around the court.
yeah. The quality is by him has only seemed to get better.
And there's a great kill there. Wow.
Amazing work down the forehand here.
Drop. Great punch from Curtis. That should be a stroke.
Stroke into Zachariah.
And yeah, 5-1 here. Mohamed Zachariah, a man on a mission.
Putting some serious doubt, I think, in Curtis's mind now.
Yeah, Curtis certainly looks like he's a bit uneasy here, Daniel. Hitting that
Yeah.
ball away. Wow. Great tight work down this backhand wall.
Yeah, what is your prediction? Obviously,
Wow.
the PSA season just started. What ranking do you think Zachariah can get to this year?
You know, after talking to a lot of the PSA players here during this tournament, they mentioned how tough the competition is, especially within the top 100 now.
Yeah.
Even if you're matching up 30 ranking spots away from each other, it seems to be good, high quality matches. So, but the one exception to that, a lot of the players saying, is Mohamed Zachariah. He's almost
Sure.
just cruising through the rankings right now. I could see him getting into that top 20, Daniel. Like last tournament, we saw him go 5 games with. We saw him go 5 games with Victor Kruin, who's obviously in the top 20.
For sure.
I think after playing quite a few more tournaments and getting the experience he needs, as well, he's just going to be always developing. Still at
Absolutely.
17 years old, so.
So outrageous get there.
Wow. A great drop there.
I think
Oh.
both these players definitely have the ability to play above the number that's on their ranking.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're in for it's a treat being able to watch these two go head to head here.
Yeah.
With very promising futures, both these guys.
Curtis using holds here. Oh, and that's a great shot.
Let's go, Zach. Let's go, Zach. Right now, Zach. Let's go, Zach.
And 6-3 for Mohamed Zachariah. Curtis really pushing to stay in front of him now. You can see him upping the pace a bit, and Oh, and that's what we've been talking
There's the
about,
back wall,
Daniel.
Nick.
The back wall,
Very,
Nick,
very
here at the London
frustrating.
Squash Court. Zachariah just looking to his corner there, nodding. Great drop shot. So good. Great drop shot. He uses the string so well, Daniel.
Yeah. Just having that ability to put the ball away there so often is such a
I'm
threat.
not sure the consistency here, Daniel. Mentioning Curtis has gone 2 or 3 strokes in that same exact position.
Yeah. And that
Stroke there.
right call made there. He's fired up again here.
Yeah.
He wants this game bad.
Great get there. Reverse. Curtis looks
Ah.
uneasy. He looks uneasy.
Move there by Curtis. That's
Very unlike him. He looks like he's at a loss here. Daniel, not
yes.
sure what to do. Zachariah obviously playing
Oh,
amazing
just-
squash. Great topspin there. Great shot there from Curtis. 9-5 here. Score is now 6-9. As we hit Gary Sullivan's favorite point in the match.
Wow. Funny, the momentum shifts in this game
Yeah.
especially have been it's been back and forth.
Yeah, now we see Curtis. And there.
Great shot length there.
Great shot from Zachariah.
Let's go, Zach. Cash out, Zach. Neil. You're damn right that was a good shot.
Yeah, fellow Western players just
Great
getting
drop
fired
shot
up
there.
here for Zachariah.
Just a yes like given there. Zachariah saying something to Curtis Malik. Yeah, that swing was affected, but not prevented. So referee opting for a leg. Great line hitting here.
Oh, almost
Got the
catches the nick there.
Yeah. Just put Zachariah a bit out of place there. So still three game balls here for
Great
Zachariah.
length there
Wow,
by
what a
Curtis.
get.
That just gave him this
and
opportunity
a
to
tie
apply
there
so
for
much
Zachariah.
pressure.
And here we go, folks. Hometown legend Gary Sullivan getting on the court. After the Zachariah dive. 2 game balls here still for Zachariah. Thank you, Gary, for all of your hard work this tournament. Keeping the court safe. See Zachariah here opting to slow the pace a bit. Good boast there. Oh, and that should be a no let.
That's a fair call. Just safety left there.
Yeah. Zachariah did show his speed there. He
Yeah.
whipped around Curtis. That was very close to a no let, but oh, it dives there. And Gary Sullivan.
See Curtis turning this one around.
Catch up, Zach. Let's go, Zach. Let's go, Zach.
And a bit uneasy here. Still
Yeah.
one game ball.
Smart to volley that.
Yeah. Should be a stroke.
Giving to Zachariah there to send it to a fifth. Crazy turnaround.
It's really that end of the second game, that little contact, a bit controversy between the players, seems to have kicked Mohamed Zachariah into new gear.
Absolutely. I think
Well,
he's going to
folks,
come back on fired up and
yeah,
get off to a hot start here.
so couldn't be a better finish to this 2024 NASH Cup. We'll see you soon for a very exciting fifth game, I'm sure, between number 2 seed Curtis Malik and number 8 seed Mohamed Zachariah. We'll see you shortly. Well, we certainly have a match on our hands, Daniel. Going into the fifth game, Mohamed Zachariah, the 16-year-old, coming back from 2 games to love down, to tie it up here at 2-all.
It's all about the start here, I think, Neil. Whoever's going to get off to a better start is going to win this match. Be
Yeah.
very calculated squash here, I think.
Very. And no luck given there. Zachariah just swinging through there. Curtis opting to stop and came back to bite him. And again, Daniel, right at the beginning here, we
A
see
few
Zachariah
decisions to send
bounding.
Zachariah up 2 love.
Yeah. Just by pure body language here, Daniel, Zachariah is on a mission.
He is. I think Curtis knows it, and it's making him a little uneasy here.
He's going for the body there, but stroke given. That ball coming out into the midcourt.
I think Curtis is a very mentally strong player, and that's definitely one of his strengths. So this is going to be a battle of a fifth game.
Just interference there as we hit the 60-minute mark here, Daniel. Go, 2-1, Mohamed Zakaria. Great line hitting there.
Taking advantage of that angle and
His swing is just so fluid as well, Daniel. That
yeah, gets
seems
every ball running through the court.
Oh.
The line hitting from both these players is just exceptional.
Yeah.
Especially up and down this backhand wall.
Oh. Curtis just sending Zakaria off. But wow, what a recovery. And look at this length, Daniel. Like, oh, he's pushing him. And Curtis just
A little
staring
bit
down
of an exchange
Zakaria.
there. Getting the crowd chuckling here.
And for 16 years old, he certainly holds his own.
Absolutely. Definitely the
And 10 there.
personality to win crowds over. He wants it
Zakaria
right here.
pointing to the
He
floor.
wants it.
It's his signature move there, Daniel, pointing to the floor. This is his house, he's saying.
Yes.
Again, what line hitting here. Wow.
Such a complete game.
Yeah, very. And at
not,
such a young
not
age, he's
many
only going to get
weaknesses.
better.
His movement hasn't dropped off. We've seen Curtis holding and sending Zakaria all different directions. His movement has not dropped off.
And there he's just going for the body, so should be a no let.
6-1 lead for Zakaria here.
6-1,
I don't see
Zakaria.
this going any other way than a
Yeah.
Zakaria victory here.
Seems like a man on a mission.
Seems to thrive in these moments.
And he's just playing such positive squash, Daniel. You
Yeah.
can see him very fluid, not really thinking too much. He's just kind of going with what's coming to him right now.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel Curtis is certainly forcing a lot of shots to make something happen. And there, just like that, a bit of fatigue perhaps. Curtis has been good throughout the match on that backhand counter drop, but we're at 7-1 here.
Wow.
There, see, great variation.
First time we've seen that shot in the match and played at the perfect time by Zakaria.
Good length
You
here
know,
from
I
Curtis.
think that we are seeing a potential world #1.
Yeah, I agree.
next-
And
the
there,
next
you
5,
see a
6 years.
dejected Curtis Malik.
Just in complete dominance. The way he was able to turn around this match was so impressive.
And now he's just playing really
such
free-flowing
confident squash, and he knows it.
He senses it.
knows it. 1 point away.
And there he does it! Mohamed Zakaria, the youngest player to win the NASH Cup for sure. 16 years old. NASH Cup champion.
Unreal talent. Unreal.
What a treat that was. And really, the TSN turning point, Daniel, was that end of the second game.
Unbelievable.
Well, Daniel, it's been great commentating with you. And folks, thank you for joining us for an amazing
Yeah.
year at the NASH Cup presented by Jay Nash and NASH Wealth Management.
Amazing squash. Amazing final
Great squash
there.
all weekend. Again, what a treat to watch this young kid, Mohamed Zakaria. Birthday tomorrow. What a birthday present for sure.
All right.